Good afternoon, Shubha Madhyana and Eldrigo Namaskara. This is Akarsh here. Welcome back to a fresh new vlog. Today is 25th June 2020 if I'm not wrong. Yes, I've lost track of date. And the time is around 12:30. So yeah, it is afternoon. Okay, lots to talk about today. So today we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about three topics. One is general in cameras. What are the different types of cameras available? Two, what is an action camera or what is a GoPro and what does it do difference from the regular cameras? And three, how do you mount your action camera or GoPro onto your helmet? Not for motovlogging but to record your memories. Without further ado, let's jump in. What are the different types of cameras available? Now this video is nothing based on the technicalities. This is a general video for people who don't know what are the different types of cameras available and what is an action camera, what are the types of cameras available and general stuff. Now if you want to know the technicalities, then this is not the right video for you. Okay, what are the different types of cameras available? Before that, why do we shoot photos? Now everyone likes to take pictures, let it be of the places they go to or with their loved ones or with their family members, with their friends. Now photos are very important at times like these or when you feel low, because when you look at them you cherish back your old memories and it is always lovely. So do take pictures with your friends, with your family members, the places you visit to. So yeah, that is a good practice, because when you feel low, photos, trust me, photos will help you a lot to cherish those old memories and to bring positivity back. So what are the types of cameras available? Now there are different types of cameras available. Let me show you the broad category. One is called the point and shoot, like this. It's a small handy point and shoot camera. Now why is it called a point and shoot? This is very small in size, as you can see. This is a little bigger, but generally point and shoot cameras come in a little smaller size as well. So when you go to place, when you see something and you want to capture it immediately, you just take out, turn on the camera and then just point the camera and shoot. As the name suggests, it's a point and shoot camera. This is a Canon G7X Mark II. Next is your DSLR. This one. Now DSLR is a pretty big camera. It is mainly used by professionals. Nowadays it's used by everyone for obvious reasons, to get better pictures. But then what do I suggest, this or that? Now shooting in a DSLR requires training. Not everyone can shoot good pictures in a DSLR. So if you ask me, if you are a new person and want to generally shoot pictures, point and shoot is the best. Now DSLR, what does it do? It can do magic. It can do wonders. Now again, there's a saying in the DSLR world: photos are not clicked, photos are made using a DSLR. So for that you required to know the technicalities on what is the different specs that you have to have, because generally using auto mode on a DSLR, it's just an insult to the DSLR. So that is a DSLR. Again, what is the big advantage? You can change lenses according to your this thing. Suppose you want to take a picture at a longer distance, you want to zoom in, then you get a zoom lens. Suppose you want to take portraits, blurring the background, that you can do with your phones these days, you get a special lens for that. That is your DSLR in general. Next is your handycam. Now I don't know how many of you remember these handycams. These used to be pretty handy. Again, this is to take videos like this. You get a flip screen like this, and this are used to take videos. Nowadays they don't sell out much because obvious reasons. You get to do that with a DSLR and your phones as well. So this is one kind of called a handy cam or a video cam. Now next, a fancy type of camera. This one. How many of you know what this is? It's called an Insta-X mini camera. It's a instant camera. I don't know what this does is, suppose this is for fancy. This is actually fancy. Now suppose you I want to take a picture of something that is in front of me. I turn on the camera. Again, I don't have film back here, so I'll be just showing you as if I'm clicking, and then you click and then the photo gets processed and then comes out. This is like the old time cameras. People who are above 40-50 will get to know the old instant camera that whenever you shoot something, instantly the picture pops out from here. Yeah, so you need to have special kind of film for that, and that is that. Next is your GoPro or action camera. Let's not call it GoPro because GoPro is a brand. Next type of cameras is called an action camera. Now, what is an action camera? As you see in the title. Now, generally, what is an action camera? Well, as the name suggests, it is used to shoot action sequences or fast moving sequences. Now, what are the requirements for that? One, it should be very small. As you can see, it is pretty small. It should be less weighty, pretty handy. It's not that, it's hardly around 450 to 500 grams. 3, the stabilization should be good. Why? Because when you're shooting fast moving sequences or action scenarios, the scenario will be moving pretty fast, so the camera should be able to capture it with better image quality and stabilization. Now, what is stabilization? Suppose you are running, okay, you are running and you want to shoot as you are running. Now, if you do that with a normal camera, it is very shaky. The image and the video is very shaky. Now, this does the stabilization. It stabilizes as much as possible. So again, there are different types of action cameras available. There is your this one GoPro, you have SJ Cam, you have DJI Osmo Action. So in general, that is an action camera. Now, the next question that arises is, what can you do with an action camera, or where can you use it? Technically speaking, just look at the size of this camera. It's very compact. You can literally use it anywhere, wherever possible. Suppose you wanna mount on your bicycle, you can mount it there. You want to mount on your bike, you can do it there. Suppose you're going somewhere and you want to shoot suppose you're trekking something and you want to shoot it as you trek, you get a chest mount, you can just wear that, put over here and then shoot. So there are a lot of possibilities available. Again, many of them use this for motor vlogging as well, or to shoot the journey. You can mount it on your helmet, which I'll be showing you further on, and then you can start your journey and shoot your journey. There are unlimited possibilities available. It totally depends on you and what you use it for. Second thing for the day, unboxing. As I told you, the mount not yet here. One of the mount is here. It came 2 days ago, but then I had no interest to unbox it, so let's do it. Nowadays I feel like whatever I unbox, everything I should put on the camera. Now, before talking about that, I have to tell you what you get with a action camera or a GoPro, because I have a GoPro, so I'll be telling you what are the mounts that you get with a GoPro. GoPro is very confused. They don't give you anything. Again, you have to buy almost everything separately. One is that they give you the action camera, and they give you only 2 mounts. Yeah, this, if you can see this is one mount, and one more the same thing, but at the back it'll be a little curved. Mount on my helmet. I'll be talking about that when I show you. Only the 2 mounts they get, so rest everything you need to buy it separately. So this, as you can see, is a J mount that I got from Amazon. What is a J mount, or why is it called a J mount? I hope it's not broken. Yeah, so what is a J mount, or why is it called a J mount? As you can see, it is in the shape of a J. Now, where is this used? Now, suppose you're mounting this on your as I told you, chest or a helmet. When you mount the camera with their given mount, the camera is like this, sits like this, so you don't get a straight view or the angle of view that you would require to. So at that time you require a J mount, so that the camera gets a little elevation and sits like this, suppose. Okay, and you need to have this on the helmet. Suppose you're mounting it on the chin. Now let me talk about mounting it on the helmet. Mounting the action camera or a GoPro, because I'm generalizing it to GoPro because I have used a GoPro, so I'll be talking. So generally it can be done with any action camera. So let's start. There is a wrong conception around many people that action camera is mounted on helmet only for motor vlogging. That is so wrong according to me. Suppose many of us wants to even record their journey and enjoy it at later times. For that you can use it as well. Yeah, so this is my helmet. I won't be talking about this much because I have a plan of making another video on this. So as you can see, this is a Bluetooth module. Again, I'll make a separate video on that, so await for that. Now let's start off mounting a action camera on a helmet. Now as I told you earlier, you get two mounts. One is a straight mount, another one is the one that mounted here. It's the same thing, but the back surface of this, right, it's a little curved so that it sits on a curved surface. So this will be a little tilted like this, so it sits on a curved surface. Okay, now there are many options that you can mount action camera onto your helmet. One is the head mount or the top mount, that you can do it over here. One is more, it's called a side mount, that you can do it on the side of your helmet here or here. Another one is called a chin mount. Now as per my experience and my market research, the chin mount gives you the best view. Why? Because you get to have a look at of your dash and then the road as well that is in front of you. Now let's begin mounting. Now if you go on Google or YouTube and type in how to mount an action camera onto your helmet, there are a hell lot of videos and many articles, stuff, whatnot, but none of them gives you the actual method or methodology and what are the advantages and disadvantages of each types. So I've gone through a lot and I have like mastered it. Now I'll be talking about how do you mount it, what are the advantages of mounting, what are the different ways of mounting, and stuff like that, and what are the disadvantages as well. Okay, now let's start. Now as I told you, nowadays you get something called a strap on mount. Again, I'll be showing you a picture somewhere over here, just have a look of that. Now what it does is, suppose you have a premium helmet or you don't want to stick something on your helmet and have the clean look of the helmet, you get something called a strap on. What it basically does is, when you open the visor, right, instead of pasting it over here, you get a straps. You put the mount over here, it looks very similar, and you get two straps and one strap below. You clip it and then the mount sits, and then you can mount your action camera onto that. Now what are the disadvantages of this? The advantage is only one: you don't have to stick anything onto your helmet and your helmet stays clean. Now what are the disadvantages? I have friends using this and they say within city limits is fine when you're riding or going at a speed of somewhere around 60 to 70. Now after that there's a lot of movement and you feel very scared, and you have that feeling wherein your GoPro or action camera just jumps off your helmet. So that is that. So I won't at any point of day, because a very close friend of mine used it for quite some long time now and he says I won't recommend. So on his word, I won't recommend that. Now coming to the next thing on how to mount using the traditional approach. Now as I told you, you can mount it either on the top, the side, or the chin. I won't suggest the side because it gives you a very weird angle and a view. It's very confusing, so I won't prefer that. Now go for the top or the chin mount. Chin mount is the best. If you have watched my previous video, that was a shot through a chin mount. So if you like that, chin mounting is the best, and many of the moto vloggers and people I've talked to say chin mount is the best. So go for chin mount. Next is how to mount. What are the requirements that you will be needing apart from the mounts that you get with a GoPro? As I told you, you would be needing a J mount, and you will be needing the GoPro or action camera generally gives you two mounts, so you'll be requiring that, and then you will be requiring some M seal and double-sided tape. Okay, first things first. Now I've already mounted this and I'm not shot a video, which I'm repenting now, but I'll tell you the exact complete procedure what you need to do. Okay, let me take this for instance. You need to do this with a curved mount. Okay, so take the curved mount. It will be something like a bit curved. It's the same, a bit curved. Now what you need to do is, again I'll tell you, people say that you can mount it on any kind of helmet. That is wrong, that is bad. You get these multi-sport helmet where you get an air vent which bulges out in the front like this. very difficult to mount over there, and I won't prefer mounting it over there. Generally, all the helmets that come out these days have a sharp edge like this. If you see this, even this helmet has a sharp with the bulging out edge like this. So what you need to do is, even when you have a curved mount, when you stick it onto the curved surface like this, the sides and the top and the bottom of the mount doesn't touch the helmet, so it doesn't stick properly. The center touches the helmet and it fits perfectly fine. Now what is the fix for that? What you need to do is, you need to take a double-sided tape. Sorry for that. You need to take a double-sided tape, cut two edges, cut two slits of the double-sided tape and stick on the either side. Okay, and then remove the tape and then stick the double-sided tape, and then take your helmet and fix it on the chin. Again, mind that it should be very straight, because if you place in a tilted position, your camera will be tilted, so that is not what we want. So do that. After you do that, again, that's not a complete fix. The procedure is only halfway done. Now the next step you should take very carefully, because what you need to do is, you need to put M-seal. Okay, M-seal is a sticky glue kind of thing that holds on to something very tightly. It is even waterproof. Even when rain, or you go through rain, or even when you put water by mistake, it makes sure that the glue doesn't leave off. Okay, now what this M-seal does, wherever the gaps are left out that the mount is not touching the helmet, the M-seal holds that to the mount so that it doesn't fall off. Again, there's a disadvantage of using M-seal. You can't remove it once you have mounted the helmet. I'm telling this once again. If you're using the M-seal, you can't remove the mount once it is mounted onto your helmet. So you need to take that step wisely and choose what do you want, and then go on to the next step. Next step is, you need M-seal. I'll show you how an M-seal is, or what it is. Okay, this is what an M-seal or a bond set. It comes out with different names. Generally it is called M-seal. As the name suggests, it seals. Okay, this is available for 30 rupees. You get a smaller one for 10 rupees. Now what is inside here is, you get two of these. It looks something like this. Now you need to take these two in equal amounts and mix before you apply it, right? Take little amount and mix based on your mount. This thing, you put it back, because it is very sticky and you need to be extra careful while using this. Okay, take those two in equal amounts, mix it well, and take your helmet where you have stuck it. Now before you do this, leave the helmet with a double-sided tape for around half an hour. Okay, so that it sticks on well. And after that, mixed M-seal, just put it on side of the helmet, like on side of the mount. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, just put it so that it sticks on pretty well. And M-seal, once you have applied M-seal, leave the helmet untouched for 6 to 8 hours, because it needs to stick properly, hold on to the mount and the helmet properly. Now once that is done, leave it to dry for 6 to 8 hours. After that, it is, if you can see this, even I'm just holding the entire helmet by the mount, and it's very strong. And why did I do this, or why you need to do this, is while you're riding and you're recording something, you need to have your concentration on the road and not on your mount or the GoPro, because you need to not have that scary feeling or as to where your camera will jump off your helmet. With this, I ensure that it won't. It is very, 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 very strong. I have ridden at speeds of around 130, 140. It was perfectly fine. It didn't move a bit. Next, how do you mount the action camera once that is perfectly dry? I'll show it to you. Every action camera, you will get a case, or you will buy a case. This is the one that I have stock with the GoPro. So what you need to do is, put your GoPro inside the case.
Lock the GoPro.
Okay, once it is locked and fixed, this again, yeah, I'll give you one more tip. Suppose you don't have a J mount and you want to start off as to see how your motovlogging looks, you can do that as well. There is something called a jugaad for everything. If you have seen much motovlog video, you will see that without the J hook I've done this. Now how do you do this is, this will have a clip mounting, right? Now what you need to do is fix it, just put it inside. at the click sound, you can see, and then press it like this. Now yeah, this is where the jugaad comes in position. Now suppose you have a J hook like this one, your camera will sit up straight. Now what you have to do when you don't have a J mount is you have to mount your camera upside down, so that when you put on your helmet like this, let me put on and show it to you. Okay, when you put on your helmet and you touch it, when you don't have a J mount and when you mount the camera in its straight position, I hope you're able to hear me. Now what happens is you will only see the down part, or majority you won't be able to see the dash or the road in front of you. You will be only seeing your bike's tank. So to avoid that and to get a more view, you need to have your GoPro in your upside position. Now once you have your J mount, when you mount it like this, right, you get this tilt. Now when you mount the camera onto this, then the camera will sit like this and it can cover a larger area. So that is what the jugaad is when you don't have a J mount, or you need to mount the camera upside down when you don't have a J mount, and you can mount it in the straight position when you do have a J mount. Now again, I have one last reason why do you need to use an action camera. Every action camera, almost all, have a ultra wide lens or a wide lens in general. What a wide lens is, it captures more area. Okay, so with that we come to an end of another vlog. I hope you like this video. Again, this was not a technical video, this was a general video. I hope you understood what are the different types of cameras available, or how to make use of an action camera or a GoPro when you have one. And again, record your journeys. Again, journeys are not recorded only for the purpose of motovlogs. Take more photos, take more videos, cherish them, have a look at them when you're low to bring back the positivity. Trust me, whenever you're feeling low, just open your phone gallery and go through old pictures. You will feel a lot better. Again, pictures and videos are the one that stay with us, that cherish, that bring back old memories. With that said, I'll put a full stop to this vlog. Hope everyone is doing fine. Please take care. Coronavirus is going on increasing day by day. Take safety measures. Use face masks when you're going out in the crowd. Keep hand sanitizer handy. Stay safe. Stay happy. See you in the next one. Until then, bye.